What's up, y'all? In yesterday's video, user CV4NV6DW4M. What's the deal with the... Usually I don't like to bite at the hand that feeds me, but YouTube, what's the point of that? Anyway, they asked me, bro, can you try new Pizza Hut original dough, aka American style dough? Pizza Hut Korea recently released new dough. I got you. I got it right here. This actually came out a few months ago, I believe, according to a little research, but it was flying completely under my radar. I never heard of it. I've never tried it on video or off video, so this will be the very first time. They have kind of limited options, a lot of limited customizability over here when it comes to pizzas and other things, but I got what looked pretty good to me. Half combination, aka Supreme Pizza, and half pepperoni. So let's take a look at what this is looking like. I don't really know what this is all about. I haven't really been messing with Pizza Hut too much, so maybe this will ignite a resurgence of me eating a lot more Pizza Hut. I don't know. Yeah, okay, that's looking pretty tasty. That is looking, yeah, that's looking good. I don't know. I mean, it looks like a pizza. No, I'll be honest, this does look really good. I just don't quite know why this new dough is like American style. Let's flip this up and see. I mean, yeah, this thing cost $18 though with a sweet little coupon, so that is a steal of a deal. At the end of the day, there's only one way to find out how good or not good this pizza is, and that's by eating it. Let's take one quick look at it before we do. Here's the pepperoni side. This slice compared to this slice, quite a disparity there. Not sure if you can see that, but it does appear that they sprinkled some kind of oregano or something on top. Nice touch. I mess with that. And here's what the Supreme is looking like, or what they call a combination. Looks like we got pepperonis, we got, what do we got? We got sausages, we got olives, we got mushrooms, we got peppers, we got onions. We got the works, basically. You know, just pretty classic here. Let me just start off with the pep. Can't go wrong with a nice pep. And I guess I should show you the bottom, the underbelly. I mean, it's not looking too bad. I've definitely seen worse. Pizza Hut in Korea, sometimes they're known for undercooking their dough, at least in my experience. Whenever I get the pan pizza, I had to stop ordering. I used to love it, but they undercook it so bad. Anyway, going in. Solid. That's a whole. Let me get this crust down the hatch. Actually, let me get a drink too. H2O. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna write a letter home about it, but I do like that. I feel like they have the potential to make this just that one bit crispier on the bottom. One more minute. You know, sometimes I like a more well-done pizza. I don't like it to be like crunchy and hard to get through though. This is a very thin crust. This is the type of pizza where if I threw this on a fry pan for a minute just to crisp up the crust, just a little bit, it would be so good. And I think the crust would really react to that pan. I can't really tell if I'm getting more American style vibes from it. I am getting some vibes from it though. I do like the outer crust. It's got a nice flavor to it. Both sides, toppings are good. It feels like the crust is almost coated with a lot of like cornmeal or semolina or something that I've seen a lot in America. So we're getting a lot of flakes coming off of it. And I taste a bready yeastiness from it, which I like. I believe they're saying that this dough is some kind of sourdough. Love me some sourdough. It's absolutely, it's great. And you can kind of taste that flavor. Actually, I forgot it was sourdough until I was eating it. And I'm like, this is some good flavor. And it's kind of yeasty. And then I remembered, yeah, they wrote on their website that it's some kind of sourdough. For 18 bucks, man, you can't go wrong. Shout out to user, CVM4856W4M for recommending this pizza, opening my eyes to it. I appreciate you, man. This is solid. Can I say mighty fine? I mean, it is mighty fine, but is it mighty fine? You know what I mean? That dough, when you're eating some of that crust, you can almost taste, it's almost like you're eating like a little, ripping off a piece of some freshly baked sourdough. I really do like that. Dare I say that if it's the oregano or some other weird spice mix that they throw on here, or if it's pepperoni cheese sauce combination, I don't know what it is, but it tastes, I'm getting the flavor of America, not just from the dough, but from the toppings as well. I might be crazy. Could be a little bit of placebo, but yeah, I like this pizza. So one more shout out, man. I see some people out there. One guy really wants me to do Nashville hot chicken. I swear I've done a Nashville hot chicken video before. At least like a Nashville hot chicken sandwich or something multiple times, probably. Not really easy to get the authentic stuff around here, so you probably just have to look at, well, maybe I'll see what I can find. There's another guy who really wants me to do a crab video. He's been commenting every day or something, so we'll see about that one, man. But I do see you. I appreciate the suggestions. This pizza is growing on me, honestly. At first it was like, yeah, it's kind of pizza, but the dough, it really does. It's nice. It's really nice. So I'm going to continue to eat this pizza and then do another crazy segue that makes no sense at all and talk about something that, well, it's a little bit more positive than the rant I went on yesterday. Sometimes I like going on rants. Actually, I love going on rants, to be fair. I don't do it that much on YouTube. I just do it to like, people, and I try to annoy the heck out of them. AKA Ring Lady. I wanted to talk about something a little bit more positively today. And I was perusing my order history on Gmarket. It's like a Korean shopping site. And I found this from 1 year ago. By the way, perusing, the word perusing, it means like carefully examining. I always thought it was like casually observing, but like when you're perusing the aisles, it's not just like will-nil, just looking around. It's like you're like examining everything. So anyway, I want to talk about my watch, which I discovered I bought basically exactly 1 year ago. And you've probably seen it in most all of the videos since. Love this guy. Top 10 things that I couldn't live without, this would be on it. It's a Casio something or other. Weird A1W something. I don't know. Maybe I can link a link in the description. I paid 20 bucks for it. I think you can get it on Amazon for like 25. Few key features to why I love this watch. And maybe who I would or wouldn't recommend it to. If you're balling on a budget, recommend. You can't go around 25 bucks. It's got a 10-year battery. Let me just delve right into it. It's metal, some kind of metal. It says stainless steel back. It is the A178W. For one, okay, my dad had a watch very similar to this when I was growing up, and it reminds me of that. So that's one of the reasons. It was very similar, very same band, same kind of shape, squarish. It looks a little retro. It's strong enough. I haven't had any problems with this, like compromising the band or anything. I'm sure if you're really rough, maybe go with something else. Also, it's super easily adjustable. This thing, you just move it. You can flip it up. You can move it to wherever you want and fit your wrist perfectly. So if you eat too much one day or you lose some weight, you don't have to go to see a guy to get it fixed or to get it resized. Like, I hate taking things and seeing guys, especially like a lot of the more expensive watches. It's like, if I'm paying all this money, I don't want to see a guy. All right, so love that. Other than that, there's a couple more features. I don't use all of them. There's like a stopwatch and timers. I don't really use those. The classic green light, you're not going to be able to see that at all, but the classic green light, you push the button and it turns on for a couple seconds. But the thing that sold me instantly, let me show you. Like that. So you can see the time, you can see the date, and you can see the day of the week. Yo, that's a game changer because I am floating out here. I'm lost. Days of the week don't really make sense to me with what I do. Like, if you're a normal person, you probably have a decent idea of what day of the week it is. But I don't. I use this daily to just ground myself in reality a little bit, because it's like, oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, it's the 26th of September. And yeah, everyone has a phone, but this thing is light as a feather. That's another cool thing. It's pretty small and thin. So if you're a lumberjack out there, wouldn't recommend it. I have zero affiliation with Casio or any other brand that exists. I saw a lot of nice watches, really good looking ones that they just showed like the date of just the date. As in the number of the month. Like the day of the month. So like, very basic, which I like, and they'll say like 30. So it's, that month, the 30th day, but sometimes I don't know what month. I need to know what month. I need to know what day of the week it is. So that's come in clutch multiple times. You know what I should do for this one? Do one of these. So for the longest time, I probably didn't wear a watch on video or in real life. Probably took a big break. When I first started wearing a watch, I brought out my first watch that I ever got right here. It's a classic relic from JCPenney's. I got this when I was 12 or 13, and I still have it. It's been around for 20 years. It works if you replace the battery. It's not one of these like spinny things, which I used to think was so cool. When I was in 8th grade, that was like, I would just spin this all day. It was probably like $70 or something. I bought it with my own money. I don't know how long that took me to save up for, but yeah, I wore the sniz out of this back in like when I was younger. And then, I don't know, for whatever reason, stopped wearing that. Here's one thing, the battery. I don't like replacing batteries, because you gotta, well, I guess you could do it yourself if you get the right tools, or you just take it somewhere and have them do it. Again, it's the whole thing where I don't like going out of my way. This has a 10-year battery right here. So for the next 10 years, if it doesn't break before then, it'll be good for 10 years. And when the battery dies, if it lasts 10 years, I'm just going to throw this away and buy a new one. Or hand it down or sell it or whatever. I don't know. I'm not going to sell it because it would be worth like 50 cents. Why do I sound like I'm ranting again? I'm supposed to be happy right now. Anyway, I got my next watch when I was 20. I'm going down. I'm just going to go down the timelines here. I got my next watch when I was probably around 20. I think I got a job at like Best Buy or something. And my friends were all about this brand Nixon. And I got this watch, which I still actually really think is pretty damn cool. I think it's a Nixon time teller. Super minimalistic. Doesn't show the date or anything. So that's a strike in my book. I need to know. Super sleek though. But it broke. Yeah, the band, the clasp on it broke. This one too, by the way, if you're looking for like a nice watch, like metal one with an adjustable strap that's easily adjustable, this one has it. But literally what happened was the clasp was getting a little bit squeaky. It's not really working that tightly. And I know it, but I just, I don't go and fix it because, again, I hate taking things to people to get fixed. It's not that bad. It'll stay on 99.9% of the time, unless I'm like doing this, right? After school one day, I'm riding my bike. This is after language class in Korea. Going down this tiny alley, riding my bike down this tiny alley. Hit some pebbles, and it just, boink, it falls off. I can see it in slow motion. Like, it was weird. It's like flew off, like upward way. I landed on the street. I'm like, damn, that's probably gonna scratch it up. Whatever. Pull over to the side real quick, turn around, and literally there's a car probably about 30 feet behind me coming right toward me. Time goes into super slow motion, and I'm like, all right, well, I got two options. I could like spring off my bike within the next second and say, hey, stop, let me get my watch. Or let's just hope that one of their tires doesn't roll directly over this watch. And, well, the latter happened, and it was so slow. I've never been I have been, but this is one of the slowest of motions I've ever seen. I could hear the tire go over every ridge. And I looked at it, I fetched it off the ground, and it was just completely busted. So I still have it. I mean, I think I tried to get this repaired, actually. But I think it'd probably be better to just buy a new one at this point if I wanted that one, but I'm sticking with this one. For now, at least. I have this. Daniel Wellington. I'm pretty sure any real watch guy would say you're an idiot for having this, but maybe I fell into the trap. This is probably almost 10 years ago. I was like, you know what? I want to watch again. Got this as a gift. Yeah, maybe if I get a new strap on it, I'd rock it occasionally. This is one where the strap is super easy to switch in and out, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But and the final watch that I have is this one. You might see me wear this one. This is another Casio. It's probably $10. I got this last year, right before I got this one, as a test, like, because it had been 5, 6, 7 years since I wore a watch, and I was like, I kind of want to wear a watch again. I don't know if I'm going to like it, so I got this just to test the waters, you know what I mean? Like, do I like having, you know, would I actually wear a watch? And I actually did. I liked it. So then that's when I got this bad boy. This is good for, like, I took this in the ocean when I went down to that little trip, and it's still working fine. You might get a dud, you might get a good one, I don't know. Anyway, this is a very strange video. I'm just getting out of here. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.